The Elector of Mainz was one of the 7 prince-electors of the Holy Roman Empire, both a ruling prince and an archbishop. The Elector of Mainz held a powerful position during the Middle Ages and retained some importance until the dissolution of the empire in 1806. The Elector of Mainz was president of the Electoral College, Arch-Chancellor of the Empire and Primate of Germany. The origin of the title dates back to 747, when the city of Mainz was made the seat of an archbishop, and a succession of able and ambitious prelates, obtaining lands and privileges from emperors and others, made the district under their rule a strong and vigorous state. Among these men were important figures in the history of Germany such as Hatto I, Siegfried III, Peter of Aspelt, and Albert of Mainz. There were several violent contests between rivals anxious to secure so splendid a position as the elector, and the power struggles of the archbishops occasionally moved the citizens of Mainz to revolt. The lands of the elector lay around Mainz, and were on both banks of the Rhine. Their area at the time of the French Revolution was about 3,200 square m. The last elector was Karl Theodor von Dalberg. The archbishopric was secularized in 1803, 2 years after the lands on the left bank of the Rhine had been seized by France. Some of those on the right bank of the river were given to Kingdom of Prussia and to the Grand Duchy of Hesse. Others were formed into a Grand Duchy, for the then Archbishop-Elector Dalberg. The archbishopric itself was transferred to the Principality of Regensburg. Elector of Mainz. The Archbishop of Mainz was an influential ecclesiastic and secular prince in the Holy Roman Empire between 780 to 782 and 1802. In church hierarchy, the Archbishop of Mainz was the primus Germaniae, the substitute for the Pope north of the Alps. Aside from Rome, the See of Mainz is the only other see referred to as a Holy See, although this usage became rather less common. This archbishopric was a substantial ecclesiastical principality of the Holy Roman Empire. The ecclesiastical principality included lands near Mainz on both the left and right banks of the Rhine, as well as territory along the Main above Frankfurt, the Eichsfeld region in Lower Saxony and Thuringia, and the territory around Erfurt in Thuringia. The archbishop was also, traditionally, one of the imperial prince-electors, the Arch-Chancellor of Germany, and presiding officer of the Electoral College technically from 1251 and permanently from 1263 until 1803. The see was established in ancient Roman times, in the city of Mainz, which had been a Roman provincial capital called Mogontiacum, but the office really came to prominence upon its elevation to an archdiocese in 788 seconds. The first bishops before the 4th century have legendary names beginning with Crescens. The first verifiable bishop of Mainz was Martinus in 343. The ecclesiastical and secular importance of Mainz dates from the accession of Saint Boniface to the see in 747. Boniface was previously an archbishop, but the honor did not immediately devolve upon the see itself until his successor Lullus. In 1802, Mainz lost its archiepiscopal character. In the secularizations that accompanied the Reichsdeputation's Hauptschluss, Landfried, Sidonius II, c. 589, Siegbert IC, 589–610, Ludegast c. 610–615, Rudwald c. 615, Lubald, Florida, c. 625, Regibit 708–724, Gerald 724–743, Gewillip c. 744 c. 745, Archbishops of Mainz, 745–1251, Saint Boniface 745–754, Lullus 754–786, Richolf 787–813, Adolf 813–826, Odger 826 to 847, Rabanus Maurus 848 to 856, Karl 856 to 863, Ludbeer 863 to 889, Sunderhold 889 to 891, Hatto I 891 to 913, Heragan 913 to 927, Hildebert 927 to 937, Frederick 937 to 954, William 954 to 968, Hatto II 968 to 970, Rudbrecht 970 to 975, Willigis 975-1011, Erkanbald 1011 to 1021, Aribo 1021 to 1031, Bardo 1031 to 1051, Luitpold 1051 to 1059, Siegfried I 1060 to 1084, Weselo 1084 to 1088, Rudart 1088 to 1109, Adalbert I von Saarbrücken 1111 to 1137, Adalbert II von Saarbrücken 1138 to 1141, Markholf 1141 to 1142, Henry I 1142 to 1153, Arnold von Serleenhofen 1153 to 1160, Christian I 1160 to 1161 opposing, Rudolf of Zähringen 1160 to 1161, Conrad I of Wittelsbach 1161 to 1165, Christian I 1165 to 1183, Conrad I of Wittelsbach 1183 to 1200, Luitpold von Scheinfeld 1200 to 1208, Siegfried II von Epstein 1200 to 1230, Siegfried III von Epstein 1230 to 1249, Christian III von Weissenau 1249 to 1251, Archbishops Electors of Mainz 1251 to 1803, Gerhard I von Dornkerberg 1251 to 1259, Werner II von Epstein 1260 to 1284, Heinrich II von Isny 1286 to 1288, Gerhard II von Epstein 1286 to 1305, Peter of Aspelt 1306 to 1320, Matthias von Buckegg 1321 to 1328, Heinrich III von Werneberg 1328 to 1337, Baldwin of Luxembourg 1328 to 1336, Administrator, Gerlach von Nassau 1346 to 1371, Johann I von Luxemburg-Ligny 1371 to 1373, Louis of Meissen 1374 to 1379, Adolf I von Nassau 1379 to 1390, Conrad II von Weinsberg 1390 to 1396, Johann II von Nassau 1396 to 1419, Gottfried von Leiningen 1396 to 1397, Conrad III of Dorn, Wild and Rheingrave Zulmstein 1419 to 1434, Dietrich Schenk von Erbeck 1434 to 1459, Dieter von Eisenberg 1460 to 1461, Adolf II von Nassau 1461 to 1475, Dieter von Eisenberg 1476 to 1482, Adalbert III of Saxony 1482 to 1484, Berthold von Henneberg Romhild 1484 to 1504, Jacob of Liebenstein 1504 to 1508, Uriel von Gemmingen 1508 to 1514, Albert III von Brandenburg 1514 to 1545, Sebastian of Husenstam 1545 to 1555, Daniel Brendel of Homburg 1555 to 1582, Wolfgang von Dalberg 1582 to 1601, Johann Adam von Bicken 1601 to 1604, Johann Schweichardt von Kronberg 1604 to 1626, Georg Friedrich von Greifenklau 1626–1629, Anselm Casimir Wambold von Umstadt 1629–1647, Johann Philipp von Schönborn 1647–1673, Lothar Friedrich von Metternich-Burscheid 1673–1675, Damien Hartard von der Leyen Hohengeroldzek 1675–1678, Karl Heinrich von Metternich-Winneberg 1679, Anselm Franz von Ingelheim 1679–1695, Lothar Franz von Schönborn 1695–1729, Franz Ludwig von Pfalz-Neuburg 1729–1732, Philipp Karl von Eltz-Kampenich 1732–1743, Johann Friedrich Karl von Ostein 1743–1763, Emmerich Joseph von Breibach zu Burresheim 1763–1774, Friedrich Karl Joseph von Erthel 1774–1802, Karl Theodor von Dalberg 1802–1803,